Hello everyone, and I'm here with another how to draw video. This time I am doing it on the different ways of drawing the structure of the eye. Most people don't particularly know any specific way to draw it and just draw it anyhow, making it unrealistic. To draw a realistic eye, most professionals say, use the grid method. And here's an example of the actual use of a grid method. So on the photo you map it out, so then different sections have different parts in it. So I tried to get the iris in one section there. When I tried to do it, it was of the same kind of shape. This should get the right proportions, but I don't really think it works for me, so I don't really use it that often, to be fair. So the next one is if you draw 3 lines like this, so a line going down there, a line going down there, and a line going across. You want to try and make them similar. This is also a type of reference lines. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you want to draw realistic eyes, you want a photo reference. If you don't have a photo reference, then it's probably going to go to pot. So with this, there's just different sections where you know different parts will be. So between these 2 lines here, most likely an iris will be there. From the edge of here, so the length of the line is dependent, you'll want to start the eye, and then you can draw a line across the actual photo reference to see how much lower the other side of the eye is. So just to demonstrate a point with a photo reference, so if it starts there and you draw a straight line, then it's obvious that this is below, so you'll want to keep that in mind. Also, with different people, there's always a different type of structure of the eye, so you want to make note of what the actual eye looks like for an individual person. With men and women, it's very different. Most men have a larger overlap of skin over the top eyelid, which is most notable, and women with makeup have longer eyelashes, things like that. And babies have much larger irises compared to the overall eye. So I'm not going to draw one here for the moment, so I will come back in a second once I have actually drawn it and I can talk you through it further. So I am back. I have just drawn the outline of an eye using this photo reference here. So this is a male eye, which on its own you wouldn't particularly be able to tell. It's probably more angular than most women's eyes. The thing that allows people to tell really is the skin up on top of it, which I'm just drawing in now. So this is using my photo reference, and just add a bit of shade in there. So usually you can see a flap of skin there. It's more of an overlap than most women's eyes, although of course it is individual. So with the iris, it usually, if it's looking forward, will be rounded. Again, this is with photo reference, you can change it if you want. just go around like this. With my photo reference, it doesn't actually touch the bottom, so I'm not going to draw it going to the bottom, but as I said, it's subject to change. So the inner part, I don't know what it's called. It varies depending how dilated it is. So for different situations it would be more or less dilated. So I'm just going to quickly sketch an average size one in. Probably a bit too big, but it's just the structure we're looking at here. For eyelashes, it can vary. Most of the time it goes from just underneath with kind of ones like this. So you do want to draw these as in the singular eyelashes. So I will just fast forward this part one. I'm just drawing this and I will speak to you in a second. Alright guys, I am back and I've drawn all the eyelashes now, so as you can see they are less thick beneath and longer at the top, and a hell of a lot more of them at the top as well. So you just want to see how they're dispersed, again using the photo reference. If any of you were wondering, the eyebrow is around this area. I will cover that in another how to draw. And to see this more in detail, I'm going to do several more how to draws on eyes with the different genders and ages, so look out for those. Last note is you just need to have a close look at this eye. It varies a lot. This section varies a lot between people, and if you want to draw a realistic eye, this section isn't just white as most people would use it. There are small veins in the white area. Alright, so I think that is it for this video, and I will see you soon.